With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Jackson now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Ravens at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. With great field position at the 41-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Hey, middle.
On 3rd down, Jackson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Jackson, options out left. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they finally get their chance on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, MP, take. 11.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field, made that play?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11, Palmer.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's got a full head of steam. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. I mean, you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Jackson on first down. It's caught. Beckham. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jackson looking to throw on third. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
11-90.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Garner. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Report. Hey, report.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Beckham. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Middle.
Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 65-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. But not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Burrow on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garner. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 3rd down and 4. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To the air again, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Now third down and 7. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11, Thomas.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
11, MT, take. 11, MT, take.
Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
On one, ready?
They'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock for that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
11, MT, 11, MT.
And Burrow going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a... Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
13. Let's go.
In motion, the tight end. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Down to the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone, powering his way forward. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On second down, here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. A big play there for Cincinnati. 68 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11 MT.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Ravens 13. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle to Beckham. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson now. Throw caught by Flowers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Dobbins once more. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Escaping the... Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Jackson to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 33 yards. And the Ravens take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Tucker with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go with Burrow. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be out right at the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jackson. Into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Here's 1st down. Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's counted. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bengals tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of